1.
Okay, we're back. Codebook, Chromebook, coding for beginners. Right where we left off, but I've kind of refined everything. I've got everything lined up with Flexbox. It took me a little while to figure out how to do like kind of like a column layout, but within the column rows, all perfectly lined up like that. That was a little tricky. I had to research it. Flexbox is not super straightforward. Um, Display column, that doesn't even make sense. Maybe it does. I don't know. I looked up a bunch of different stuff about um, Flexbox and came up with this. It works anyhow. Display column, flex direction row, space around. That display column might not even be doing anything. Let's see. I didn't even think you could have a display column. Yeah, it has nothing to do with anything. It's just there. Anyway, flex to this is actually a row somehow, but 100% width makes it so it wraps. So I put wrap on. So each one of these is 100% width. Boom, it wraps. And then I've adjusted these so they're, I think, 25% or something like that. Anyway, I tweaked it and tweaked it. And then they're within another class. Each one, the whole thing is in a wrapper of a flex row. And then within it is another flex row um, with space between um, on these to spread them apart, and then align and justify space around to spread them apart. Whatever I did, it worked, and it got me this nice layout where things are spread apart every which way and perfectly lined up. I just kept throwing in different variables like different lines and whatever, different directions, different attributes until I got the one I wanted. Anyway, I've got opacity, box shadow, top, left, scale, border radius, rotate, text color, background, box background color, body background color, box shadow color. Um, I've got just about, there's more because I'm only using a box. I can get into spacing. I've got it so click of a button puts custom text in there. I've got it even to the point where you can customize what the thumb looks like and what the thumb looks like when it's being focused on. I mean, I've tweaked this thing till it can't be tweaked anymore. I've even got that with a little 90-degree spin on it and a scale up. Every time you click one, and then it goes back to its normal mode. The track can be customized. Now we got custom sliders. Box shadow color. Box shadow size. Border radius. I'm gonna do one for border, I think. And I also figured out calc. Calc can be applied calc can be applied with the variable. Let me see if I can find one. I have a ton of junk for like all the different browsers down there for the freaking sliders. It's so annoying. Here's a couple calcs. We set it up like this. I did this just to offset because my list got so big, the alignment. I wanted to see if I could move it around with calc, and I could. So calc's just another function that you wrap around variable, and you have to have a space, otherwise sometimes they don't work right. That one seems to be working right, but yeah, see right there, it's not working. You see it turn orange. It's got to have the space. And that just applies another mathematical operation to your variable. So I believe you can do something like this, what we're going to do here. Let's do this is top and left. Let's do left. Is that going to be a good example? We'll just do another slider for border thickness, border width. So this is all, it's so easy. Once you get it set up, just copy the whole entire setup, copy, and drop down, paste. We're doing border width. And instead of border R, we'll call it border W. See, 0 to 50. I don't think we want to go that high. We'll go 0 to 10. With a step of 1, data sizing will be pixels. Go to our CSS. And you'll see it's just super easy once you we'll define our variable, dash dash, border W, and its initial value of 1 pixel. Did I have out 1 back here? Because this matters. It's got to be the same, or otherwise it's going to get screwy. Initial value of 1. Oh no, that's the minimum. We'll let you do 0. We'll do value of 1. 0 would be no border. The last step is just inserting the variable into the normal CSS. So I can put it right into I can insert it right into a function with, or an object with other things going on at the same time. It doesn't have to be just like that, and it's in there. And the rest, I can change black. Solid might be a little tricky. I haven't gotten to the drop-down list because it's not an input. I have to add different JavaScript for it, but I think I can do it. I'm going to try. So border width, let's see what we get. There we go. We've got a border width. Maybe we go higher than 10. And once you've got it set up, it's just that easy. We'll go to 20 or 30. No, we'll go to 20. See what we get with 20. 20 is pretty crazy. 30. We'll stick with 20. We're going to come back and experiment with, maybe we'll try a drop down and see if we can get a list of all the border styles and see if we can get that into our function in JavaScript. Laters.